her some petty cash. We should take her out to dinner. We don't want to lose her.
This magnificent feast here represents the last of the petty cash.
Okay, slow down. Chew your food.
Hello, everyone out there. Welcome to the Petty Cash Podcast. This is your host today, Joe. What are you laughing at, Vinny? Anyway.
I've done that voice before. No, it's just incorrect.
All right. So, where was I? Yeah. Anyway, today's host is me, Joe, and I'm joined here by my other fellow co-host here,
Charles. Vinny.
Danny.
Sabrina.
and we're joined here by our lovely friend.
Mack.
Mack is back.
How many episodes has it been since that?
I mean, we recorded with you back in April, so
Yeah.
I think it's been...
Of last year?
No, like 10 to 20 episodes since we last heard from you.
Yeah, I know. I'm alive. I promise.
Got your digits and everything? Yeah, okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Still there.
Another episode of the Mack Attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Attack Power Hour, number 2.
Yeah,
Number
that
two.
was fun.
All right.
I love that. That was great.
But yeah,
Really
like
great.
follow up, like where have you been? You know, I know you've been busy at.
Yeah, busy at school. We had like a repeat situation from last year. There was another shooting in the town that we work with.
Great.
So that was awesome.
And we can't say the school.
And nope. But, yeah, I mean, it's all in the news, so it's not like it's anything like crazy. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's been okay. It's just been busy. Same old, same shit, different day.
Fair.
That makes sense.
Arizona, nothing really happens here.
Right.
We might be getting it up to like the top of a hurricane coming our way.
Yes.
Hurricane
Yep.
Hillary.
Yeah, Hurricane Hillary. Yeah.
Wasn't there already a hurricane classified as Hillary? Or my
It's called Hillary. Like, they've been making memes of putting Hillary Clinton's face on it.
Wasn't there already a hurricane called Hillary like back in the early 2000s or 90s?
I thought so, but
Maybe.
maybe it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna get rain, but it's not like I feel bad for everyone in like Yuma.
Oh,
yeah. California.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Mexico too.
Mexico,
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
Mexico's gonna get the
My
brunt of
place,
it.
it's going to get hit real hard.
They're gonna get.
It's just this cloud over.
My home.
See a bunch of Mexicans out there.
Like in your stories, though, you would always point to the sky, like you're
Oh my
pointing
gosh.
at the WrestleMania sign, but like you know,
I
and
do
nothing
that,
happens.
Yeah. I know, and nothing ever happens. It's like I jinx it when I take that picture, but I still do it every time. And I always put "Ride the Lightning."
Static shock.
Matt, if you want it to rain, give your car a wash.
I know,
That's how it
but, like,
works.
I-
That happens with me every single time. I get my car washed either a day or two later.
Yeah, and then dust too mixed with it. Just
Yeah.
makes the car look so ugly, but yeah, I do that every time.
I know. I always had to Google. I had to be like, all right, the next 10 days, is there going to be like rain or clouds? And if I just see clouds, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
One cloud? Nah, I'm not.
One cloud. I see the one dark cloud, and then it just like dissipates. When it gets to the valley, it's like it just dies.
We're like,
It
like
I'm
rolls.
Like, oh, I'm so excited! I hear thunder and lightning, and then it just like it totally just
Goes
is
away.
Yeah.
in the distance. and
That's
it never
me.
Makes it in.
That's me right there. I'll see like this big thunderstorm. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Yeah. Oh, and I have my radar app too, so it like notifies me, and I like watch the clouds come in. I'm that super nerd. I actually I love it. I sit there.
Liar.
And yeah, let's go. It's like freaking Twister, the movie. I just
See the flying cow? Yeah, exactly. Mac's not going to be happy until there's cows flying by.
I love storms, dude. It's my favorite. Ever since I was little, I'd open up the window, and my mom's like, well, "What about the thunder? What about the glass?" I'm like, "I don't care. That's the best way to die, honestly."
You ever crack the window and you're like sandstorm and you're like, shit, gotta go outside.
Yeah, right?
You want to talk about risque? My brother Matt, he would go swimming during thunderstorms
Oh,
with the
really?
rain and everything.
wow,
Yeah,
that's bold.
He's
Yeah,
that kind of
I
guy.
would do that too.
But
I'm weird
he's like,
that.
man, just come on in. Trust God. You're good.
Fucking lightning. It was nice knowing you, Matt.
I know. I'm like,
It's my time.
yeah. I'm like, bro, I trust you, but God trusts me enough to have a conscience to be like, no.
Yeah, I know. We'd always do that. Like over summers when we were kids, it was like, oh, monsoon's gonna roll in. Anybody want to go inside? Hell no. We would still just. It was the coolest thing ever. I felt like I was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
This is when it gets humid, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
It's so gross. Like my hair just turns into like. I have like Hermione hair, but then when
Hermione here.
But then when it rains, I get Hagrid hair, which
no!
it's like worse. Or my mom's got Chewbacca hair too.
You turn into
Chewbacca hair.
No, cousin it.
I am cousin it, bro. Like, my hair is so bad.
So Turo's just walking along and be like, laugh it up, fuzzball.
I know. He's like, I married you, but I also married your hair. We'll just be in bed together, and I just see like his like my hair literally gets in his mouth.
No!
Sorry, I feel so bad, but my hair's so long too that it just like all over the place.
Oh, no.
He's suffocated.
What
happened to him?
Always shedding. I mean, I feel.
Hairball. Like, it's
Hairball.
Yeah,
But I
use that
feel.
before. Oh yeah, it's disgusting. But
Oh my gosh.
it's so gross.
Speaking of suffocating, hold on.
That's a special kind of love.
Yeah, I know. And my hair just like it grows and grows, but like this way, like outward.
Oh,
So
no.
it's-
Oh, no.
So what you're telling us, Mac, is you have chia pet hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chia Mac.
You just need to take like those pictures of your hair that just goes out and
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I have so many selfies like that, where it's like before the rain, and then after it'll be like before it's all straight and nice looking, and then after, boom, like puff, like a freaking cloud of smoke. Just, but yeah, it's so bad. It's
We
so
got you
ugly.
Leviosa.
I am so sorry, Mac.
It was it's the Hispanic genes. It's
You ever
just-
see? Hold on. There's this old show. You kids would probably won't know, but there was this. It was kind of like Bill Nye, but this guy was a little wackier on Fox Kids. It's called Beekman's World.
Yeah.
That's the hair you would go like eraser head. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Such a bad. My mom also compares me to a character from SNL, but like back in the 70s and 80s. I don't know which like person it was, but like her hair's crazy.
Gilda Radner. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's it. That's it. Yeah. As soon as I'm like, wait. Okay. Yeah.
I'm like,
That would
oh,
be her.
thanks.
You're both funny.
She's like, you look like a wet dog, and I'm like, I know.
On a wet dog.
So gross. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Speaking of SNL, yeah, we had to watch. Yeah, Vinny and I went to watch fucking Blues Brothers. Dude,
Yeah.
like
Oh, man, that's so
Oh, nice.
Tuesday night showing, man. Seeing that in
it
the
was
theaters.
it was random. I was like, okay, yeah, man, let's watch it. But like, everyone was like, one of those little sing along movies, and you're like, dude, and like all these like people,
Oh.
like of course this one here has to dress up with the hair and all that. But
I had that fedora on and everything with the shades.
man, I was like, it got bumping though. Like people were actually getting into it. So it was like,
hell yeah.
I know Mac, you're a fucking dancer, so you would have been like, woohoo,
Ooh,
know.
yeah, that would've been I probably would have stood up and started getting into it. So
It would have turned into an outbreak
it
musical.
would have, yeah, it would have been like a
It,
yeah.
The music in that movie and the dancing just really gets your vibes going. Like me and Joe were just sitting going,
Yeah.
Well, I'm like singing like the song because I'm like seen the movie like countless times,
Right.
and then here comes like Vinny looking at me like I don't know the lyrics, but I'm gonna nod my head. Like,
I mean, like, we've seen this movie several times. I was listening to the track just before we got there, so I was already like vibing it, but then feeling it, watching it in the theater was just a really good vibes.
yeah, no, it was really cool. Of course, I mean, rest in peace, John Belushi and all that.
Yep,
I
yep.
just
Yeah.
watched Animal House last night. and I was
Pluto!
like,
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a zit.
I freaking love him. His speech, his motivational speech to everybody. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
Hell no!
Hell no! I'm
Germans?
like, I wanted to
Wait
show
a minute.
that so bad
And-
to my students and see if they would believe that, because I swear that's like my kids. They would believe that the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor.
Oh my gosh.
It's so true, though.
Oh my
At
God.
times, I'm like, ugh, yeah, you guys would be the kids that remind me of Ludo at times.
And
The more you know.
Would you ever pull a prank on your kids? on your students by like leaving like the answers out to the
yeah,
test,
I've
but
done
it's
that
fake.
before.
Really?
Oh, you have?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And
Yeah.
I graded it. This happened last year. I did it with like a major test. I forget. I think we did it like I did it at the beginning of the year. It was for the Middle Ages, and I was like, okay, let's see who like takes pictures of these the answer key, and it was all highlighted.
Oh,
I made it look
no.
real.
Oh.
And then they took the pictures. There was a group that did it.
Did you like just leave it on your desk?
Yeah, I left it on my desk because they all like to come by my desk. It's like it's a thing. They just like to be right by me, and I'm like, give me my personal space, please. They're still like kindergartners. They want to be right by the teacher now. It's weird. I never
creepy.
thought. Yeah, I never thought that like.
Even though
they
they're
do that to
teenagers?
everybody. Yeah, they do that to everybody.
That's
Not even
weird.
just me. Like a lot of teachers, and I'm like, ugh, just get away from me.
One of those, like
Especially after lunch
swinging
when they're
doors
stinky.
by your
Ugh.
desk.
Oh no.
So a kid came by my desk. I could tell he had his phone out, and then you're not supposed to have your phone out. But I could tell he was like doing something, fidgeting on his phone, and he took pictures of the test. And then him and his friends started sharing it around, and I knew the friend group. There was a whole friend group that did it.
Yeah.
And they all scored the same. It was all a 0% because they got none of it right. I just failed the test. I didn't really punish them, but I was like, let's not do that again. That's it was a good lesson for them, but it was
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my
I can see it's
Nice.
it's one of
I
those movie
approve.
moments where like the students are kind of looking at each other, going like. The Leonardo DiCaprio thing, and then
Yes.
boom, fucking F.
awesome.
And after they fail, they just look at each other, look at the one guy, go.
Yes, I was like, it was victory for me because I was like,
See, what would have been even funnier is if when he was trying to sneak that picture, if he'd have forgotten his phone wasn't on vibrate or silent, and it had gone chick.
hey, what are you doing over there, pal?
Like,
nothing,
nothing.
miss. Nothing.
Nothing. Like he flings his phone
Yeah,
halfway
he was,
across
like,
the room.
pretending to ask me a question about something, like, hey, I have a question. And I'm like, yeah.
I would say on your last day, I would say employed there. If TikTok was still around, like or stories, if you were to just record that scenario, you're out of there. You don't have to worry about getting fired.
Right.
You just release that. Can you imagine the views would be like, ha 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 ha.
Oh,
you-
yeah.
you-
All the teachers of TikTok would be all over that. They would probably try it. Like, I'd start a trend because everybody
Yeah,
would
yeah.
do that. It's so funny. I did that with a fake $100 bill too one time. I left
Oh
it
my gosh.
it looked real. It was like play money that I found on the ground, and I thought I was like striking it rich, but then I realized it said play money, and I was so
Oh no.
towards me. I'm like, thank you, God. Oh my gosh, this is
the
so
Mexican
great.
janitor from afar.
And so I left it on my desk to see what would happen, and it actually stayed there. Like no kid touched it, nothing.
Wow.
Even my TAs, like nothing. They left it be. So I was like, okay, maybe it's because I'm the criminal justice teacher. Maybe it's because I have contact with police. Maybe they were, but I don't know. But I was like, oh, okay, I have faith in society again.
So, I have to say, there's, I think, because you're speaking of money and all fake money, your brother, did the police academy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I heard there was like this kind of like this undercover like hidden test. Like if there was, say, like $5 or $10 on the ground and all that, what would they do and all that? Either they would like leave it,
Yeah.
or take it and return and be like, hey, someone dropped this and all
Right.
that. Yeah, but
I
if it
think-
was taken,
I don't know
Obviously.
if my brother did that, but I know my dad talked about it when he was in the police academy when he was 21 and young, just like my brother. And I think somebody totally just stole it and didn't say anything. And the whole class was punished.
Yo.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
blanket punishments. I
Wow.
hate that shit.
No, it was so sad.
so on a similar story like that, so Vinny and I went to the Air Force recruiter, and of course, like, I go and it's like, hey, I need to use the bathroom and all that, and the guy's like, okay. Of course. So it wasn't a dollar bill; it was a dime, and it's like right there, like the only thing shining on the floor, face up, and I'm like, oh, lucky day and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, maybe there's like piss marks that got on it.
Ugh.
So grab like a couple grab a couple of paper towels, and I was like, wait a minute, I know this test.
And then you slip it back down. Ding, ding, ding. It just makes noises.
No, I put it on the recruiter's desk. I walked out. I'm like, hey, I found this. He's just like, ugh.
I don't want your toilet money.
I like thumbs up.
money.
I don't want your piss money.
Yeah, I think he just kind of like slid it into like some styrofoam cup.
He's got like some
Gross.
papers. They're like
Gross.
I'm like, I'm not gonna touch this.
Yeah, this
Is there
interview's
a
going
tip jar
good.
there? Thanks so much for your help.
I gotta say though, they were actually nerds too. Like they had like a couple like Funko Pops over there because there was one.
Oh,
we saw,
really?
We saw that
Ooh.
Godzilla Funko.
Godzilla one.
Oh, nice.
and he's like, what?
We're like, look, it's right there. That they had like a couple like they had like some like sideshow collectible like statues of like soldiers and shit.
Oh,
We're like,
okay.
That's cool.
oh man. But what's funny was like most of it wasn't even like theirs. It was like, oh, it was the other recruiter. They just left it there.
Yeah.
I was like, shit. Like, well, yeah. I mean, when they got a pack, dude, they got a pack. Be like, fuck it, and now it's a toy later.
Right.
Yeah.
The only pop I have in my classroom is Mr. Gruberson. That's the only one that I have. The other ones are at home because I don't really trust. But at least that
Fair.
one, yeah, that one's that's easily
Paul Rudd.
replaceable. It's Paul Rudd.
What did the
He's
kids
so
say when
cute.
they look at it? Be
They're
like,
like, what does this even mean? It's like because they haven't seen the new movie. They have no idea what I'm talking about, and I'm like,
Uncultured
he's like
swines.
the coolest science teacher ever. He's weird. He's like super cool.
You're a seismologist?
Yeah, he's the best teacher ever.
I kind of consider you a football teacher.
Paul Rudd is awesome though.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
He's a
absolutely.
vampire though. TV.
Oh,
100%.
Yeah, I don't think he's aged since Clueless.
No, he has not. I
Yeah.
wonder what. Yeah, like I'm like, what's your secret? I just want to know.
Children's blood as makeup for the youth.
Facts.
Oh my gosh.
Conspiracy.
Dude, wait, you're a history buff, so you probably
Yeah.
know this is a darker story. But like, what was that one lady that like? Wait, she like bathed in like.
Oh yeah. Well, she was called Bloody Mary, like the actual Bloody Mary, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I
That's
can't
twice, by
remember.
the way.
That's okay.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
okay. I have the power of God on my side. Anyway, so I have church tomorrow. Okay. 9 a.m. sharp. Come to Holy Mass. But I can't remember her like actual historical name. But yes, like all of the people that she had
They're like,
executed, she
Yeah.
would take their blood, drain it
think
from
I
their
have heard
body,
Oh.
and bathe in it because it made her youthful. Like that was her whole.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
Uh-uh.
gross.
So if you watch
No.
that movie, Stay Alive, people, that's what it's based on. Yeah, that
yeah.
video game horror movie. So,
But
yeah,
I can't remember. I'll have to, yeah.
I know.
I remember reading about it like not too long ago, but yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah, what's even creepy about that too is like recent conspiracy theories relate to that as well. That
Gross.
makeup companies are using kids' bloods as like part of.
What? I never heard that.
What?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
It's a Hollywood thing that we don't know about.
I'm sorry. No, that's 100% false.
Take
I'm
off
not
your
believing it.
sunglasses
You try looking it up.
indoors, you hipster.
You try looking at it.
Freaking Danny did that.
I only did that during D&D.
I'm looking up the
But
historical blood.
there was even a.
I've said it multiple times now. She's coming for me.
Well, you
I
haven't
got
said
a
it in a
rosary
mirror.
somewhere in here.
Yeah, I have a rosary.
All the Catholics in here say aye.
The power of Christ
practicing
compels.
Catholics say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Just to be safe, just in case my tata is listening to this.
Okay, I got it. Mary the First of England she was the first ever Queen of England, and she was the one who would bathe in the blood of her executed victims.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that
Oh,
no.
cool. Well, that's not cool. That's interesting.
That is a historical
Mack's like,
fact that we
that's
have
so cool.
I don't know what it is, but what's up with the historical Marys, except for like Mary, the mother of Jesus? But like, okay, Typhoid Mary. Can we talk about that one? Because she's terrible.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Typhoid
Yeah.
Mary. From what I know about the history behind her, is she like had legit typhoid and didn't realize it and gave it to
Yeah.
joke everybody around her.
everybody, yeah.
And she was like patient zero in New York. They even made a billboard with a picture of her on it saying like avoid this woman at all costs.
Wow.
And she like denied it to this until she died. I'm like to this day.
Until she died of typhoid.
She's still alive.
Yeah, like it was like a phenomenon of like just she could not like she did not have any symptoms, but when she gave it to people, like they were dying.
Oh,
So it's
no.
just
Man.
that's pretty. I don't know. I just always found that to be
That's
interesting.
gnarly.
Too. Yeah, real gross. Avoid typhoid Mary at all costs. They would just have her picture on it. And she, like,
Yikes.
it's weird. Super weird. I don't know.
Yeah, no
And yet
kidding.
You love the history.
I love it. I love like weird history. I'll tell my students all the weirdest stuff that I know. Like, well,
Okay.
we've been talking about the Middle Ages, and I was just like giving them the
blind.
rundown on, of course, the Black Plague. I'm going to do that this week. But this past week, we were talking about dysentery for the whole class period. Like, Danny, yum.
Danny died of dysentery. Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like before the Oregon Trail, all that stuff, and like the latrines and all those, like just medieval pooping is just a fascination.
Medieval
for
pooping.
Yeah, for teenagers, they love the
Now
idea
we move on
of
to the
like
18th
pooping in
century.
a hole somewhere, but they love it. So we were talking about dysentery for the whole class period. Didn't get to my lesson. Just because I'm like,
It's like a
yeah.
It's like a David Attenborough biography, and that is how humanity survived
Yeah.
the 17th century from all the diarrhea.
Right. No, totally. It was like, and I was supposed to talk about the Crusades. Did not get to it. Like,
Oh, man.
they're like, so, miss, how do they poop in that? Funny you ask. And I had a whole PowerPoint on it for some reason.
So they took this wooden bucket
Yeah.
and chuck it out the window.
They were like, we don't really feel like talking about. I'm like, we can save the Crusades for next week. Let's talk about how you pooped in that century.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they were just like that was the most like this year so far. That was the most intrigued that they were in history. So like I was like, all right,
You
cool.
kids would not survive. Yeah.
It was so great. I was like, this is the best.
Hey, kiddo, what did you learn today at school?
I learned how we had to poop in the 18th century.
Yeah, like all the moats and everything. How it was just filled with crap, literally.
The streets were filled with crap.
Yeah, it was just literally shitty.
That's why you
streets.
never want to swim in the waters of Europe or Italy or Amsterdam.
nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
These
Yes.
ridden waters.
Yes.
Yeah.
So gross. So yeah, but they loved it. They loved talking about it. Like diarrhea, like you could die from that back in the day. I'm like, hell yeah, you could, bud. Like they were so into it. So yeah, this is the best.
Okay, like, what's funny is like in this day and age, it's funny like these kids now, like, hey, you know how they like piss way back then? Let's go to a bush and just start peeing. Cover my back. Hopefully no one's looking.
Yeah, right. They're like, where would the women go? I'm like, same place. They would just poop in a hole. Like, you know.
Is she coming up clear on the mic?
I can see her.
I think it's
Okay,
just
good.
coming out clear. Huh?
Well, no, she's got more fascinating shit to talk about. It's like,
She's
you know
got
what?
fascinating shit. Literally.
It's like, let me just give her the good
Literally
mic. I'll take the shit
fascinating
one.
shit.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Yeah, switch me out because that way you get the better mic. For fuck's sake.
But yeah, so the kids were just really interested in that. And I mean, anything that of course, in criminal justice, it's a little bit more fun. Like we do Serial Killer Friday.
Yep.
We just talked about Jeffrey Dahmer yesterday.
Has
That was horrible.
Fucking Dahmer.
I hate Dahmer. Actually, he's the worst in my opinion, but they love talking about him because of the new Netflix series last year. So they're like, Evan Peters is really hot in that. I'm like, well, you have a problem. Like, that's scary. Let's dive into that for a second here.
Sure, like the Zac Efron one
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We did Ted Bundy the week before that, and the kids were like, the girls were like so interested, even more than the boys, because they think he's good looking, and they wonder. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like,
of course.
okay,
Kids. Like
yeah.
boys, like,
I know. I'm like, that's cool.
he's really true.
I'm like moving on to how much he's a horrible person, and here we go. And I show them like all the horrible crime scenes just so they understand and they're exposed to it. Like, this guy sucks. He's terrible, but they still are like. So anyway, about how good looking he is.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like he's killed, hundreds of people
Yeah.
and done all this bad stuff, but he's so hot.
Yeah, but he's so good looking.
We have a memory bank of like serial killers, and we
Yeah.
were talking about pooping and all that. Has there anyone been caught, well, like in the John and all that? Is there anyone like?
Oh.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
I'm trying to think. I feel like there has been one, but I can't recall that person's name. But they like killed like 32 people, I believe, in the Carolinas, and I think he was.
I know who you're
Yeah,
talking
I
about.
think he was caught taking a dump And just literally, like, they just found him that way and just pulled him off the toilet. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember who it was.
Well, that's a shitty way to go.
Literally.
Special on that one.
Literally. But yeah, I can't remember the dude's name, but we talked about in my second year CJ class yesterday about this guy. Well, not a serial killer, so we just did a case study, but I will butcher the name, but it's Isai Sagawa, and he's this dude that he lived in Tokyo, but he, like, in Paris, France, I believe, he chopped up a woman and, like, ate her whole body pretty much. Do you know who I'm talking about? Yeah. And he's, like, actually he was famous in Japan because he was acquitted in France.
Yeah.
He was deported and then he was set free in Japan. So, like, he was just, like, a minor celebrity.
Yeah.
He starred in, like, softcore porns. Like, he was a horrible individual.
I saw an infographics on that.
That's
guy.
him.
Yeah,
That's him. He's so
yeah.
creepy. And we watched, like, his interview, and it was all in Japanese, but the kids were all just
Yeah.
watching. They were,
Godzilla.
they were all watching it, just like shook. And I was like, maybe I'm scaring them too much. Like, that was kind of one where I was like, ooh, maybe I should stop this video because it was getting real graphic. Like the way he was describing this poor woman that he literally chopped. Like he started with like butt first, and then just like
What?
yeah.
Sushi.
Yeah. He said that her butt, like the fat inside of her butt looked like corn until he got to the red meat part, and that's when he just ate it raw.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nope.
I know.
Nope.
Man.
Yeah. We just been talking a lot about poop and butts.
Everybody cannot lie.
So yeah, I had to stop. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop right there because like
You see that one kid like
they're like taking notes. I've had a kid. Well, when we were talking about Dahmer yesterday with my year ones, I have a kid that she was like laughing real hard at like a certain part of like when we were talking about his, murders and everything and his routines with The Exorcist 3, because that was something that he loved to watch
he did.
before
Yeah.
he would go out and find another victim, and she was just sitting there like cackling, like like just laughing in the corner with her notebook out, and I'm like, like I'm scared that I'm breeding like serial killers in this. I'm so scared.
I'm in danger.
Yeah. That kid on the train is me all the time.
Okay, Netflix.
I'm in danger. Like
idea.
that is
Yeah.
so me. I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, it's like criminal. And then it's justice. Like that's how I feel like I'm teaching it.
You create
but-
like a league of serial killers in all the states.
yeah,
Oh,
pretty
no.
much.
We learned from Miss Mackenzie's class.
I know. We did yeah.
The thing is, you're not the one who's breeding them. It's Netflix. Just
Netflix, yeah. They're just interested. And we did our cereal box serial killers project, which I know, Joe, you really like. We did that. We did that this week.
Gacios, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Gacios. My favorite one from this year was Ed Gein's Skin Flakes. It was nasty, but the kids did a really good job on it. Like really great. But it was disgusting. I hate putting them up. And then I posted it on like our teacher page, and everyone's like, that's really cool. But it's a little scary.
Yesterday, August 18th, was Texas Chainsaw Massacre Day. You should have really put Ed
dang
Gein.
it.
Yeah.
I did Ed Gein like a few weeks ago because we started school in July. So like we've already had like 4 different serial killer Fridays. So, but I did do Ed Gein like a few weeks ago, and the kids were so freaked out by it. But that's like the favorite one.
Psycho or Texas Chainsaw Massacre, kids?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Man.
Chainsaw. Easy.
Texas Chainsaw, of course, and that's what the kids said too. Psycho's like too old for them. Like they like it, but
Psycho's a classic.
it's
but
great,
You
but-
can't get past the just fun of Texas Chainsaw.
yeah, it's crazy.
Fun.
movie. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
That's not the real event, but I'm talking about the specific movie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's cool. I
Plus
like.
the game.
Oh yeah, the game. I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think it's great. Psycho's awesome, but that one takes the cake for me.
Yeah, that one.
For like Ed Gein inspired stuff.
Or Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs is great too. Oh, gross. I hate that. But I did show that scene when we were talking about Ed Gein because that inspired, his character or whatever. But pretty freaky though. It's like I get like the shivers every time I play it too, because I like show the part where she's like literally in that well and he's like saying like
Put some lotion on it,
yeah,
Stan.
put the lotion in the fucking basket like that. I'm just sitting there
my.
oh my lord, I'm freaking them out. Maybe
Goodbye horses,
Yeah.
and you have Danny dancing here, tucking in his.
weird. So interesting though. Oh man, good times. Good times.
Speaking of Halloween, Spirit Halloween is open.
I haven't gone yet. I really need to go.
I've been going for like last 2 weeks.
Is it awesome in there? Is it okay?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I've been so on my side quest. I've been trying to write down my names on the props that they have for display. Because at the end of the season, you can buy that stuff that's on the floor, and I've been trying to get my hands on the gargoyles that they have up on the display.
Cool.
They're only $8 on the freaking chart. And I'm like, damn it! Because I'm like 15 to 20 people behind on this list. Because as soon as the store opens up, I did this for 3 years. When the store opened up, we literally have the guys come in going, I want my name on the list for everything that's on the display floor. So they write their name, what they want, and then just put their email and phone number, and we have to call them on Halloween, the day of.
Oh.
Because they come in, they take the shit, they bring it home, they set it up for their display, and it's theirs.
Yeah.
But I just want those gargoyles. Like, they are so
Some of the stuff they do have is cool. I mean, I finally bought a freaking Freddy Krueger glove.
Oh, so
Dude,
cool.
It's the one you got, Charles.
Yeah.
The Ruby's Supreme Ultimate Edition.
I love that.
It's actual metal. It's not plastic. It's metal claws.
That's super cool. I love going there. Well, I go there mainly to stock up on the jugs of blood that they have for my crime scenes. Like, that's the best.
Don't buy blood. I can make you fake blood that doesn't
Could you?
stain.
Yeah, I know, because my hands get stained red for like weeks, and the kids are like, "What happened to you?"
Red-handed.
I'm like Macbeth. I'm trying to wash it out. Oh, dude, this is freaking awesome.
So
That's neat.
during one of my years at Spirit
I'm like
Halloween,
thinking if it could hurt.
No, they're rounded blades. So
That's freaking dope, dude.
Mac, run!
Awesome, dude. I love it. Jealous.
During one of my last days at Spirit, like we were getting ready for the 50% off sale and everything.
That's when I go.
I put on a Freddy Krueger costume and I stand by the door acting like a mannequin, and people are like, "Is that real?" I don't know. It looks like a person. I'd be like, "Who you calling real, motherfucker?"
Oh
They
shit!
would get so badly scared and jumped.
Hey,
That'd be me. I'd probably pee
cursing
myself.
here,
I would be there totally peeing myself.
Well, that's kind of like that time when for Halloween I was dressed up as a Ghostface. Yeah, and I was pretending to be like just like a little animatronic that just like moved back and forth, and like the kids were like looking at me and they're like, "Is there a real person in there?" And I was like, "No," and I was like using the freaking the lines of the concrete to know like how far to turn, so I'd always maintain like that positioning.
That robotic.
Yeah, that robotic look. And then as they'd like start to walk off or whatever, then I'd go chasing after them. It was so
that's
much
freaking
fun.
awesome.
That was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, that was, yeah.
This year, I'm looking for the Haunted Mansion stuff that they're coming out with this year.
Yeah, that movie was so great. I
Yes,
love
I am.
Haunted Mansion, and I just recently went to Disneyland last weekend, and that was like the last weekend that they had like the regular Haunted Mansion up before they make it. And I was kind of sad because I was like, I know, I know.
Haunted Mansion doesn't count.
Where did you pull that from? But anyway.
Christmas doesn't count.
All right,
I
you
Said
said
Haunted Mansion doesn't count.
I know what I said.
Yeah.
I screwed up there. My brain not thinking.
Better again, I will shoot you.
Oh my God.
All right,
yeah.
This hamster took a long
All right,
break.
so
Yeah. No, so when I went, it was just like, I mean, it was all the same traditional stuff. And I was like, oh, I love this. Like, I do like the OG Haunted Mansion, but I do like the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, though. Really? Oh, it's so great.
I'm going to tell you guys this right now. Nightmare Before Christmas should be its own thing in the park. It doesn't need to take over an original attraction that's already got a good movie out that's going to get some hype later.
well, that's what brings people into the
Hell
parks,
yeah.
dude,
Because
so.
Tim Burton is what is like Tim Burton is Halloween.
Yeah.
He's the leading family of
At this
Halloween.
point,
Yeah.
Tim Burton owns Halloween. So, in my opinion,
He
so
owns
yeah,
Halloween and Christmas.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I mean,
no, he doesn't own Christmas.
Well, part of
Home
it.
Alone does.
There we go. There we go.
Die Hard does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
But that is why I still say they should have their own section of the park. Just quit taking one ride over and just make its own thing.
I mean,
just
I
build
guess,
another
but
haunted mansion.
or that. But here's the
would
thing:
be
it wouldn't
cool
be
to
like super themed. Like it would be weird, seeing The Nightmare Before Christmas during like July. You know what I mean? Like I always just attribute that to the holiday season. That's why I like
September
when
to
it
January.
when it switches. I think it's cool. I'm like, oh, it
If we were
adds
gonna
to the
add
flair.
anything else to the haunted mansion besides Nightmare Before Christmas, what else? Like they could have done like I don't know, the Sanderson sisters.
Oh, that would have been that would be cool.
You know,
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that would be really, really neat. I love this other Tim Burton movie, even though it's not Disney, but The Corpse Bride. That's my favorite.
Bride.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
That's a good
So
one.
that'd be cool.
The Halloween tree movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Hey, it at least has representation in the park.
Oh yeah, no, it has
Oh,
representation,
totally.
But I'm just saying it would be a unique touch just to put that in the ride. But,
Yeah, that would be cool.
Or just put the tree. Well, I mean, there's a specific tree for it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. No.
No.
We actually talked about this before. There was another Halloween Disney film I was thinking about, and I can't remember what.
Under
Halloween
wraps.
Town.
I love Halloween
that-
Town.
I know.
So good.
With Princess Leia's mom.
I know.
Yeah.
R.I.P. But yeah, no, I love that too.
Did you see the
Halloween
movie
Town.
yet? The new one?
No, I haven't. I
Oh,
haven't.
yeah.
No, well, as far as like Disney movies, the only like new one that I've seen as far as Halloween stuff goes is the new Hocus Pocus, which was
I
like,
do.
I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan. I was not a fan.
I prefer the OG.
The OG was great.
I finally watched the
Yeah.
original last year. Man, it was good.
What?
Wait,
You-
you
that took you
just
that long?
now saw it?
Oh, it's like one of my
Really?
favorites.
So many people
Oh my
around me has
gosh.
grown up with it. Like I never saw it. So I'm like, okay, I'll finally watch it. Okay, this is actually pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I went. And
Yeah,
s-
good.
I went and saw it. The Phoenix Symphony had a screening of it, and they were
Yeah.
like playing the music, and it was live music.
Nice.
Oh, that's
so I went with my
cool.
cousin. She was pregnant at the time, and then my other cousin. So it was like kind of funny because like she had like a pumpkin shirt on, but like the pumpkin was her stomach. It was so cute. So yeah, it was cute. I was like, oh, that's so cute. But yeah, so we sat there, and it was so cool to hear it live. Like I got like goosebumps. I got teary eyed. I was like, even though the music is like kind of not like what you think of, like I would go to a Star Wars one, but this one was still really cool. And they served like hot chocolate. They had pumpkin spice lattes.
Ooh.
We gotta try and go, you guys. It was so
The
cool.
Phoenix
Oh, wait,
Symphony is
yeah.
so good.
Oh my gosh, and they do Harry Potter too all the time. So it's gonna be rad.
Yeah, that's right. Pumpkin spice is back, so I gotta go to my.
I know,
usual
it's
place.
I saw that at Starbucks. It said it's coming, and there was a pumpkin on there. I was like, oh, here we go.
Coming.
I know that was like a little creepy, but yeah, pause as the kids would say. Pause. What?
Stupid.
Yeah, I know they're so damn dumb.
Oh no! But wait, because of coffee, our favorite segment.
Oh yes, it is time once again for our favorite segment, trying weird snacks.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
oh
We're
Lord.
gonna pick these up the other week. This is caramel cold brew M&Ms.
You guys just gotta have
That's
your own
kinda
show with
cool.
all this try stuff, or have a video about it.
Yeah, because you guys brought up
I'm
coffee,
good.
I was
Yeah.
like, now's the time to try.
I mean, it's not even a weird snack. It's just another flavored M&M.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me give it a shot.
Yeah, go for it.
It tastes like the inside of a Starbucks,
That's accurate.
It kind of does, yeah.
doesn't it?
I just go to my usual place on Country Club in Guadalupe.
Yep.
Okay.
No, you know, Mack.
Just thought about it. Goosebumps. Goosebumps would be a really good add-on to the Haunted Mansion.
It's
That might
not.
be cool,
Yeah.
but it's not Disney, right?
It's not Disney. No.
Well,
They-
isn't Disney making like a revival series of Goosebumps or
So,
something?
Yeah, we talked about
Oh.
this several months ago, or I think maybe a year ago at this point. Disney Plus was supposed to create a new series based off the Jack Black Goosebumps movies because they're supposedly licensed rights tied together. But so far, the project has been silent.
That's interesting. I don't know.
You imagine how cool that would be if Goosebumps was tied into the Haunted Mansion?
That would be cool. I don't know. I'm just somebody who I don't even want to like. Haunted Mansion is just so classic to me. I don't even want anything else added to it. So
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying it was like for the Halloween season.
yeah.
Not as not like as a permanent add-on. Keep Haunted Mansion the way it's supposed to be. Don't touch it.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So the
Just to
movie.
piss
What
you
did,
off.
what did you guys think? Well, because the new movie was great.
Loved
I loved it.
Yes.
However, I will say I still
Wait,
loved
which
it.
new movie are you talking
The Haunted Mansion movie.
about? Oh,
Yeah.
now you saw it.
Oh yeah, I finally saw it,
Okay.
and because I'm like the biggest, I love Haunted Mansion so much. But,
yeah.
honestly, well, I still loved it. I thought it was great. Made me teary eyed because there was like parts of it where I was like, oh, this is like, it pulls at your heartstrings. But I still love the Eddie Murphy one. I don't know why.
Oh my God.
But it is
Yeah.
so funny to me. Like, I know people hate it. I know like there's just so much disdain for that movie, but I think it's friggin'
If
classic.
it was 80s Eddie Murphy, then it would be a great
I
one.
know,
but-
but,
that
it's
would've been-
2000s Eddie Murphy, and that's what I grew up on because I'm the
Yeah,
youngin'.
duh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
like,
I love it for nostalgia.
yeah,
purposes.
yeah. It
Okay,
just
fair
reminded me of
enough,
watching
fair
it on my Mickey Mouse TV VHS like
my
thing.
God.
that I had.
Yes!
Did you?
SpongeBob TV.
Oh, I had one of those too, and
Why
then we
am I not
upgraded to the Mickey
surprised?
Mouse one. Yes,
Yes.
the DVD
Yes.
player, the VHS player was on it. Oh my gosh, it was the best thing ever.
You got a little tic tac, little tic tac on the pillows.
Oh yeah, it's so. Oh my gosh, there's so many great lines. So many great lines.
Don't you
So.
make those dark spirits come out?
See how quickly what is it? There's like a part where he's talking about like the toilet flushing, and I always found that to be so funny. He's like, "See how quickly the bowl fills up when you flush it." Okay, and he's like telling the kids that as if they really care. But I loved the kids. I like wanted to be like their siblings. I don't know why. I just like I loved it. I love that movie growing up.
kill the spider.
Oh yeah, that kid with the spider. That reminded me of my brother because my brother. Don't tell him. Oh wait, this is on a podcast. Whatever. And he's like, he's a cop now, so whatever. But anyway, he is like horrified of spiders. So is my dad. Like they're both just terrified of spiders. Like.
So arachnophobia is out
Oh yeah, like I've never seen that because I can't. Like my dad would throw up and freak out and cry. So he just
That's some
him
really
and my
bad-
brother, but my dad's the worst with it, and he's also really like deathly
the way. So
afraid
the
of
next
scorpions.
Halloween party dressed up like Spider-Man. Or,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. We used
Got
to
you,
break-
Mr.
yeah.
White.
We used to break the hell out of him with like fake spiders. He would jump, like he would jump, like because he's this big. You guys know him. He's like
yeah,
this big friggin' cop, and he's Hank. Yes, he's Hank Schrader. And he just like literally. Oh my gosh. I'll never forget. This was like 2 summers ago. There was a giant spider on the ceiling of their house, and we were trying our best to like pull it down so we could kill it. And my dad was literally in a corner, like freaking out. He was so scared,
Arachnophobia.
so bad, so bad.
You would probably hate this, but one time I went to go get frozen yogurt, and there was a little jumping spider on my car. I'm over there messing with it, and he jumps on my finger, and he's like crawling around. I'm just kind of messing with him, and I put him on the.
Ew.
Nope.
Gross.
No, I'm not.
That's
It was a cute little guy. He was over there like looking at me, going, "Yo, what's up, man?"
No, they're
Yeah.
not cute. They're not
they're
cute.
gross.
I'm cool. I'm cool with the daddy long legs, but that's where I'm drawing
Yeah,
the line.
but that
you
yeah,
know.
that's
Are
about
daddy
it. I
long
can't.
hands
A
even
fucking
considered
tarantula.
spiders?
I think I
Oh,
believe
yeah.
they are.
Gross.
Yeah.
Tarantula,
They're just
man,
like a
one of
very
those little
yeah,
wolf-
unique.
it was
Wolf
fuck-
tarantulas?
Yeah.
It was like fucking
Nope.
That's
yeah,
freaking
but no,
scary.
it was like, you
Nope.
know, it's only a baby and all that. And I'm like, you know,
yeah.
but like, yeah, huff and puff it. But I'm like, okay, just get it off and all
No,
that.
and scorpions too for my dad too. He like freaks out. One time there was a scorpion that fell from our AC,
Oh,
like
no.
at my parents' house, and my dad literally like screamed like a little girl.
Oh, so he just hates
Like,
all
just-
insects in general.
Yeah, he just freaked the hell out.
So a
but, yeah.
cockroach too, and all
No,
that?
honestly, cockroaches are fine. He's fine with all other bugs, but as soon as they look like a spider or a scorpion, he's done.
It's like nope.
Yeah, he will
Chris
not go
Tucker
near
from
it.
Fifth Element.
Like
I could just
he
see
is
him in
so
one of his
horrified.
patrols though, and some guy has like a bag of like fake spiders.
Oh, dude.
And tosses
Yeah,
it
like
at
they could
him.
use it against him. Well, there was one time he was working late. He was a commander at the time and sitting at his desk and writing a report or something. And a little like just a daddy long legs crawls across his like fingers, and he literally jumped out of his desk so bad that like he bruised both of his knees and almost like broke his hand. And he's like, "Ah!" And then at that time, the only people that were on duty at the time or on shift were the 911 operators. So this like skinny little like white girl operator comes in and she's like, "What's going on, Commander White?" And he's like, you know, one of the top tier dogs. And then literally he's like in a corner freaking out because there's a freaking daddy long legs on his desk, and she goes and kills the spider for him. Like it's just so he's just this big teddy bear looking dude, and he's so horrified by I know. No, seriously, he would shoot. Yeah, he'd be the type to damn shoot the spiders. He also like hates birds. Like he has like a freaking, My dad could possibly be a serial killer because he takes this like like it's like a pump action. Like it almost looks like an AR-15, but it's an airsoft gun.
Oh, okay.
And he goes out there and. There's like this big tree at my parents' house where these birds, the pigeons, they're always
that
in.
tree?
Right, yeah,
Okay.
that
You know
big
what?
tree.
Yeah. And so there's like 3 nests that are up there.
Oh.
And he literally like he goes out there every day, and I will visit my parents all the time because they're like my best friends. And they pump up he goes out there and pumps out that stupid airsoft gun, goes out there and shoots the birds, and they just come like they're dead. Boom, hit the deck. And I'm like, bro, what? And he does that every day. He used to do it at our old house. And he just goes out there and kills all the birds. Like to the point where he just like he doesn't care anymore. He's just like this older because he turned 50, so he's like thinking that he's like a grandpa. But he just kind of like he has his routines. Yeah, he works from home. His routine is he'll go outside to smoke a cigar, sit out there, watch the pigeons fly in, and he's like, "It's my time." And then he goes and gets his freaking airsoft gun, and then goes and shoots them out of the
does not
tree.
want bird shit ever.
Yeah,
anywhere.
pretty much. That's what it is.
Okay,
Because
that's why.
it like totally stains the deck. You know what I mean? It's just bad. But yeah.
So speaking of like insects and all the stuff like that,
Yeah.
so actually yesterday, I had a run-in with a mud dauber. Are you familiar with mud daubers?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Okay, so basically think a wasp, but it has like a almost like a string body all the way to like the abdomen.
Wait, I feel like I've seen it.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're called mud
Ooh.
daubers. Actually, you had a few of them just right outside here. So
Fun.
Oh.
I'm
go get 'em.
at my desk working. This was yesterday actually. So I'm at my desk working, and all of a sudden it's my front door. You guys have been to my place. My front
Yeah.
door is like right next to my desk, and I hear this. Bzzz. I'm like, what the heck? It's by my front door, and I'm like, oh, probably some big horsefly got stuck in between my door and the screen gate. Yeah, that screen door. And so I was like, I didn't think anything of it. And then I heard it again. Bzzz. I'm like, what the heck? And so I'm like, I don't think anything of it. Go back to work. Bzzz. All right, fine. So I go over there and I crack the door. And
there it is.
And at the bottom, near the bottom of the door, like towards it, I see this mud dauber, and it's building a nest right by my door.
Gross.
It's like
Cool.
us with the freaking wasps.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it's
they
us
have
with the
wasps
wasps.
build little nests at either the bottom frame of the door, and now they've started building nests at the bottom of the actual door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So now
So-
we're walking out today. We're just getting stung. Norto, run out of here,
You already
guys.
took care of it. We have spray and everything. So.
Exactly, lock and load.
Right.
So it gets better. So I shut the door. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to take
part
care.
two?
Oh yeah, no, there's more. There's more.
This is
There's
dead ass
more.
serious, bruh.
So there's more. So I shut the door and I'm like, okay, I need to take care of this. And so I'm listening for it. It finally it flies away. I open the door carefully. I'm like, okay. So I go and I get some disinfecting wipes. I remove the nest. I wipe it all down, everything like that. I start to see it come back, and I'm like, I shut the door. I'm like, okay. And I hear it, buzzing around, everything. I'm like, yeah, your home's gone. Get out of here. And I don't hear it anymore. Like, okay.
Yay! Thank the Lord.
So I open the door again, and I don't see it. I'm like, okay, cool. I think it's I don't see it trying to rebuild again or anything like
Yeah.
that. So should be fine. I give it about another 20 minutes. I check again. Like, is it still there? No. Okay, good. I shut the door. It's getting close to lunch, and I turn back around, and I see Cammy looking up at the ceiling.
Oh no!
And I'm like, what are you looking at, Kat? And all of a sudden I hear this. I'm like, what the? And I look up at the ceiling. The mud dauber is bouncing all along the ceiling. angrily.
No, it got inside.
Somehow it's stuck inside. So I immediately just am like, no, okay. So I run into my bedroom. I try and grab
And hide.
I can just imagine Charles just running back to his room, like, oh shit.
So I run in. I grab Cammy because now Cammy wants to go after this thing. I'm like,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no,
sure.
no. And so
Shield.
we both run into the bedroom. because that's where I have the vacuum cleaner stored. And so I grab it. I literally,
Here we go.
I'm equipping this thing with the nozzle. With the, exactly. So I equip the nozzle onto it. I plug it in. I wheel it out. I am literally like a scene from Ghostbusters 1 where they're like sneaking out looking for the Slimer. And I'm looking like, where is the darn thing? Cammy comes back out. She's looking like, where is it? Where is it? I want to, take it out. And I see it by my front window. I was like, all right. So I fire up the vacuum cleaner and I'm like, shoot, it's not long enough to reach where I plugged it in. So I have to run back, unplug it, come plug it into another port closer, and then I wheel it up. It's on, and I'm like, I go to try and get it. It takes off, so now I'm chasing it around.
No!
With this. Yeah. And finally I get it, and it kills it and everything. And so then once I made sure the darn thing's dead, I'm like, throw it in the trash bin, seal that sucker tight, throw it in the bin. I'm like,
get rid of the evidence quickly.
That was a nice Oppenheimer observation of that.
Now, who would play Charles in that scene and just make it okay? I would have Danny play Cillian Murphy to play Charles. And it's all like fucking IMAX movies.
It's like, hella silent. Like the bug is like, it's real silent. Then boom, like the bug.
It's like like that fucking like it's like you hear it from the trailer music. It's like we're staying there for like 15 minutes.
5, 4,
and it turns into a Jason Reitman movie. Cut to it, like yes, finally.
Oh yes.
And then they cut to the Hans Zimmer. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, thank God. We got to the Dark Knight
It's
ending.
okay. It's fine. We're good. What a wild ride, Charles.
believe me, me experiencing it, that was a wild
man,
ride,
yeah. Oppenheimer, great movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
110%.
Okay, who Barbenheimered around here? So.
I did not. I was
Really?
Oppenheimer only. I have not yet seen. Ew, gross. That's so
Barbie
gross.
is weirdly entertaining.
Is it?
Yes.
All my students saw Barbie instead of Oppenheimer, even though I was like, you get extra credit if you see Oppenheimer, but
Just kidding.
yeah. Oh, well, that song's been stuck in my head. I
So
haven't
we know
seen
your
the
guys'
movie.
Halloween costumes, right?
Oh, you guys should be.
We do. Yeah, we're still trying to figure it out.
We're gonna be
Gender bend. You'd
Walt
be
and
Ken,
Jesse
Sabrina,
for sure.
and then
Danny would be Barbie. That
Just gender bended. It'd be cute. I love that. We're gonna do Turo and I are gonna be Walter and Jesse, of course.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That's the plan.
was.
So
You're gonna
I'm
be Jesse. You're gonna be Walter.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm the teacher.
Yeah.
I said that I sent everybody a picture of me on a spirit week at school with me as Walter White. And the kids at first were so confused. At first they're like, Miss, are you just like a lesbian today? Like, what's the look? It's like, no. I'm like, I'm Walter White, you guys. And they're like, oh, I get it now. But they just were so confused by what I was wearing. Like, I don't think a lot of them have seen it, but the kids who have, they were super into it. And I even had a couple of Jessies too, like, which was kind of a little bit odd because I was like, oh man, I'm not going to try and like make drugs with you. Oh, no, but one of the kids was doing that. I have a bell because I have like 3 sets of bells for like a game, but I was having him sit in a chair and go ding, ding, ding in my like fancy chair. I should have taken. I have a video of it somewhere. I'll have to find it. Yeah, I have a video of that, and he's like sitting there. He could do the face really well, like and he's like ding, 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 ding. It's so good. I'll have to find it and send it to you guys. It was so good. Oh, and I had it. Oh, Joe.
Turo should either be Tuco or.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great. We're gonna have like the whole like Salamanca like family too. Like a lot of my cousins are gonna dress up as those guys.
Again?
Yeah. Pretty much. Again, they loved doing that. So then but then we'll be the suppliers. We'll have dealers and then we'll have the Salamancas too. It'd be so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, we have our ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. What's yours?
Hatbox Ghost.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Oh,
That's a project.
Very easy to do, actually.
Ooh, nice.
I've had this plan for like about 3 years now, and What?
You have a magazine like cut out a page of Jared Leto.
That would be dope. I would love
This
that.
contest is over.
You win.
Just get like a cardboard cutout of Jared Leto's face and just cover it over.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited for Halloween. I can't wait.
Already?
yeah.
No, yeah. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to decorate my classroom. I'm ready to decorate our house. Like, I am ready.
Well,
So-
before we get to Halloween, there is one important holiday that is coming up as of release of this episode. It is Sabrina's birthday this coming
Yay!
Monday. So, I need to show you one of your presents.
Happy birthday.
Oh, the Prime bottles. I'm kidding.
Yes, the prime bottles.
Show and tell. Show and tell.
Aw.
Right here. Right in a moment. But yeah.
Oh, you got us
We
A! A, A, A.
one of her presents I got her. We are going to see
I thought you
Game
were saying,
Grumps
you gave
live.
us AIDS. And be like, huh?
That sounds like Alcoholics Anonymous. What?
Triple A. But
So yeah, come September, we will see Dan and Aaron from the Game Grumps here in Mesa.
Oh yeah, that's right. They were coming here.
Cool.
So
That's
excited.
awesome. I was like, I told Turo for my birthday, I was like, I really want to go see Metallica, like real bad,
Fuck, everybody,
dude. But those tickets are hella pricey, so like, I don't know. Like, we may have to
You
wait
wanna
on
be
the
near
mortgage
exit,
there.
So when it's like, okay, this is it.
Yeah, I know, and well, I'm scared, but I really want to go, like real bad. But we'll see. We'll see if we'll be able to
If
go.
he surprises him, like, oh, hey, look what I got here.
I know. Normally I ask for something dumb, but this time I really want freaking Metallica tickets.
Hell
I think
yeah.
that's the goal.
No, I like that though.
Metallica. And
Yeah.
also,
Yeah, you're even repping them on your shirt.
Oh,
there, Yeah.
hey, get
Sleep
it.
in this shirt. I freaking go to school in this shirt all the
Freaking
time.
Rob Zombie
I live
is
in it.
coming to town, partying
Oh,
with
yeah?
yeah, Alice
Oh,
Cooper.
cool.
Now. He's getting him out of retirement.
Oh my gosh, let's go. That's
So, yeah.
awesome. Woo. Yeah, Metallica's are a part of like my angry workout or run. Like that. Just
Angry
listen to I
workout.
listen to all of the old. Like I just have all the albums ready to go, and I go running. I'm just like, yeah, I'm really angry right now. And I'm not even like mad at anything. It just makes me mad. I don't know why. That music's just a lot. It's a lot. Sometimes it's like real sad and quiet and like just like chill. But other times, for the most part, I listen to the real fast paced ones. But so good.